Okay, Miss, good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone, to see this video. The topic of this video is exploring academic reading techniques. To be more specific, skimming and scanning. Okay, first we're gonna talk about skimming. Skimming is really quickly. You get the main idea. You don't focus on details. You just want the big picture. And here's how to do it. The first place, read the first one or two paragraphs carefully. Then read only the first sentence of each middle paragraph. It usually tells you the main point. And look quickly for keywords like names or dates. And finally, read the last paragraphs of the summary. The skimming helps when you want to know if an article is useful. You're starting research when you're reviewing before a test. Okay, let's put in practice the skimming here in this article. And for example, we read the introduction, English, among the skills that students in Indonesia must be since the recent test in the Indonesian national examination from our simplified much. And what's talking about this essay is about the English comprehension in Indonesia, in School National of Indonesia. Okay, we have that it's no surprise that English is treated like a foreign language, and we looking for keywords like comprehension and deficit of try to speak better English and in national school in Indonesia. That's some examples of this of what is skimming in this article. Okay, and some secrets like I commented before, read in through the first few paragraphs in detail to get your bearings, topic sentences, read only the first sentences of each of the middle paragraphs, scan for skin, let you drop down the paragraph for keywords like names or dates, and read conclusion, read the last few paragraphs in detail for the summary. Okay, I'm doing very quickly example of how skimming is. Okay, now let's move to scanning. Scanning for another part is so different that skimming. Okay, it's fast and very focused, and you can use when you need one specific piece of information, like a date, a name, or a statistic. To scan well, you know exactly what you're looking for. Look at how the text is organized, alphabetical, by day, uh, by country, by location, or schools. It depends in the context of that essay of article or thesis that you're looking for information. Use your finger or your eyes to move quickly down the page until you find your keyword. And you already scanned it daily life. Uh, like when you look for a train time or a friend names in your contacts. Uh, this chart that putting example of our daily life and how we can use skim and scan. Okay, for example, the say that book is useful. 300-page library book is in this case our document, and our tool obviously is skimming. We don't read a 300-page library book just to know is that book is really useful or not. Okay, and another example, find a specific date, and wiki article is the document of this case. Like an article on Wikipedia, we can use scan. In another case, we will use skim. It depends of the context and what are you looking for, okay? And the third goal in our daily life, review a chapter for an exam. We have our class textbooks like a document, and we can use skim. And another example more commonly, if we use train, obviously, in this case, if we use a, a station bus, okay, the document in this case will be a train schedule or bus schedule, and our tool obviously be scanned. So the big difference in scheme is getting an overview between the scanning that is finding one specific detail. For example, uh, in this future quiz and exams that we have to do, we can apply scheme for have a general idea of what we gonna do in that exam. Okay, but for example, if the professor say that in the exam gonna have one specific topic, in this case we can apply scanning. Why? Because we're looking for a specific topic and a specific keyword to start to emphasize in that topic. So, the reflection of this and how these strategies helps in academic studies, skimming and scamming help me study more efficiently. Okay, skimming saves time by saving me a quick understanding of the main ideas, while sorry, scanning helps me locate exact information without reading everything. Together, they make academic reading faster, clearer, and more focused, especially when preparing for exam or managing heavy reading loads. And it's all for today. I hope the future videos that I upload in this blog uh, will be more useful than this first. Okay, and it's all. Bye.